scary.
I think our hope is that this isn't just about exploiting religion just for the sake of a film, that it's actually digging into the marrow of what belief really is, or disbelief, and why do you come to your own conclusions about your own journey of either faith or atheism or whatever it is, wherever you land on the spectrum.
I think initially I was scared of sister missionaries being portrayed in a movie, and having a lot of history with friends that went on missions, I was scared of this just being a very stereotypical movie. But I think there was some dialogue, just like little things that I knew that this was going to be a true depiction of a missionary and someone that is a person and not just a stereotype.
Just like immediately you're pulled in, you're like, okay, I know these characters. They seem to be naive, and then they really take you on this journey and they prove you wrong.
I do remember thinking there's fun to be had here. It's a horror film, he's horrific, but if I can make him the guy who thinks he's funny, and the guy who thinks he's making it fun, my lecture is kind of crazy and fresh and iconoclastic, that could be an interesting mismatch between the fun and the horror.
So I think our thought process was, would a scary movie be more powerful if you kind of ditched the concept of a jump scare or ditched the idea of a monster in the corner in the shadows, and you replace the scare with a biting line that's philosophical or intellectual? Can dialogue actually be a better nightmare fuel?
We shot them as these start to finish sequences. So 10 pages of dialogue, we just let the actors go.
It is a lot of talk. It always was a lot of talk. Throughout rehearsal, I used to panic and think, we'll never sustain this.
It was a challenge to be forced into stillness as an actor. But
Really
it's
difficult.
Scary.
Monstrously difficult.
And it like naturally makes you anxious.
I had thought since the beginning of the movie, I'm gonna map out this character and make it interesting and just kind of ride the waves of what's happening.
This is why I say it's so difficult for what they had to do to listen, stand still and listen. It's unbelievably hard. Throughout my career, I've gone self-conscious after about 10 seconds or 20 seconds. You're fine to start with. I'm in the scene, I'm just listening. And then I suddenly start thinking, oh, my jaw feels stiff, or I'm blinking too much or something.
Fully, yeah.
And it's really hard just to be open. The camera loves an open face that's just at rest. It's mesmerizing. And I've always struggled to achieve that at-rest face, but I did it.
Hugh makes it really easy. I mean, we basically spent 4 months trading emails to get on the same page about the character and really digging in, and he goes so deep into his process. He embodied Mr. Reed on set. He just was Mr. Reed. He had this different posture and look, but he's amazing.
I hope that it comes from a place of empathy, where it comes from a place of understanding for everybody, that they can come to the table, see a piece of themselves in one part of this conversation that's inside this movie, and leave the theater having those same conversations with friends or family members and just have it reflect upon their own lives.